I'm Christopher Randall, and I am a student here at Virginia Marty College of Art and Design, and I'm majoring in interior design. I am a Jedi. Yes,
Awesome,
I most
awesome.
definitely am a Jedi.
Awesome.
The workshop for me actually inspired me. It kind of fired me up, and it let me know that I wasn't the only one in the school that had a passion in me. Because it's really easy to get kind of complacent when you're at school and to kind of fall into the trap of thinking that, you know, everybody's doing the same thing and maybe you're not a unique snowflake and everything. And so at JEDI, it let me know that there were other people like me who were so very passionate about what they were doing. Maybe they weren't in the same program as me, but we're all students of art. And so they all wanted to do the same thing that I was doing, which was take what we were learning and take it to the next level. And I think that something about JEDI that is so very unique is that you can't really sum us up into a soundbite. You can't, JEDI isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. And for each of us, having said that, for each of us, I think that we take a challenge and we look at it like, okay, here's the assignment that I've been giving, and here is what's expected of me. And for some students, this is what they're trying to get to. For JEDI, this is our jumping off place so that we can see how much further we can take it, because we feel like if the passion is there and if you're excited about doing something, then you shouldn't mind working on something for 10 or 12 hours without even taking a break to eat or anything like that. You get so caught up in what you're doing that this isn't your stopping point. This is where you get to and you say, yeah, this is nice, but what if I did this? And what if I did this? And it keeps moving up to the next level so that you're, without even meaning to, because you're doing it for yourself, you're not doing it really to impress anybody, you're setting the bar higher for everybody. There are other people in the school that are not overachievers per se, but are so passionate about what they're doing that they don't want to stop at class time. They want to take it home and work and lose sleep over it and wake up thinking about it, and during meals want to draw on napkins because they're thinking of other ideas that would look good or work well in their own individual projects. That's a good question. It made me feel like I wasn't alone. It made me feel like I was a fat kid, and I was also a nerd, and so the two do not make well for being a popular, kind of stud in junior high and middle school and all that. So when you get older, you try to get away from being the fat kid. You try to get away from being the nerd. You don't want to be a wallflower. And some people think that when you come to college that it's more important for you to be accepted and to be one of the group. And with JEDI, I felt that they were saying, no, you don't have to be part of the group. You can be part of our group because we're the special group. We're the ones who realize that it's not about fitting in, it's about standing out. And it's something where I felt like, yes, there are others like me, but it's not just one or two others. There's a whole room full of Jedis like me who want to take what they're learning and be more than what the college offers. Don't get me wrong, the college is offering an amazing opportunity, but opportunity is only what you make of it. And, I could hand you a lottery ticket and it could be a winner, but if you never cash it in, what have you done? And that's exactly what the school is doing. They're handing you this winning lottery ticket, and what you do with it is completely up to you. And some of us cash it in immediately and want to just do everything we can with it. And some people think, oh, I have to go all the way to the store. And, it's just, you don't want to be like that. You, as Jedi, you want to be more, be better. You want to stand out, and you don't necessarily, like I said, want to stand out to stand out. You want to stand out because you're so excited about what you're doing that you can't help but stand out. there's a saying that I hate because it's so overused nowadays. It's the phrase, think outside the box. And I hate it because it's become old women saying, you go girl. It's lost its meaning, because in 97 when I first heard it, I thought, yeah, I should think outside the box. And now you hear people saying, oh, you have to shift the paradigm. And I always think, define that. What does that mean? Because if you can't tell me exactly what it means, I'm revoking your license for saying it. And for the industry, I think that, having said all that they do want people who are able to play by the rules while thinking outside of the box, who know all the rules so they can break all the rules. And that, they want people who, especially in my field, are staying on top of trends, are staying on top of colors, who are connected well enough to know what's coming, what's not just going to be a flash in the pan. And they want people who are self-starters, who, again, I can't help but go back to this, who are passionate about what they're doing so that they're staying ahead of the curve. I've had a couple of really good ones. I think that JEDI has taught me that you jump off the cliff and you build your wings while you're falling, basically. Because if you know in your heart of hearts that you're going to succeed, you're going to succeed. And so you just can't let anything stand in your way. And I'd gone on 3 or 4 interviews for internships, and finally on my 4th one, I thought, you know what, I'm walking in there and I'm interviewing them. I've got this. So I'm going in there and I'm going to get this internship. And I walked in, and literally within moments they had offered me the internship. And it's turned out to be absolutely just winning the lottery with an internship, because the people that I'm with are so very like me. They understand what it's like to be a designer. They still have a passion, even though collectively they've probably been doing interior design for over 70 years.
Yeah.
They have passion. They stay on top of trends. They're always keeping an eye to the future, and they never have anything in a box. They don't say, okay, this is what I want, don't give me other options. They say, okay, well, we like this color, or maybe a coordinating color. And they kind of leave it out there as an afterthought, and it's up to me to find the other colors to suggest, so that they can say, okay, yeah, this was kind of what I was thinking. I didn't know if I needed you to waste your time on it, but now I'm kind of glad you did, because I really like this, and I want to stray from this original idea, and I want to go in another direction with it. And the whole internship has turned out to be very JEDI for me, because every time I go in, I feel like I'm surrounded by people who don't just want to hit the expectation. They want to take it above and beyond, and they want their clients to be so wowed by what they're seeing that they say, I could never have thought of this myself. I never would have had the verbiage or the ideas to make this happen, but somehow you got inside my head and you knew what I wanted before I even knew it. And that's what JEDI has been to me, is taking an opportunity that you're given to the umpteenth level, not just stopping with good enough, because good enough isn't good enough. It's good enough for some people, but for us it's not good enough. Even great isn't good enough, because we want to exceed expectations, and not for anybody in particular, basically for ourselves, because we're so excited about what we're doing. JEDI to me really is karma, because you give so much good in the world, and if you do it selfishly, it ain't never coming back. But if you give unselfishly, it's all going to come back to you at some point. And JEDI, with all of the energy that we put into what we're doing, eventually it will come back. It's like our little savings account. We're putting all this stuff in, but we're not really keeping an eye on it. We just know that there's so much inside of us that it just has to come out. And so by meeting with the other JEDI and seeing how passionate they are, sometimes it's a little kick in the ass to remind you that you're not doing this alone, that there are others, they may not be in your program, but there are others who are equally as passionate about what they're doing. And it's like laughter is infectious. The passion for doing what you're doing is infectious.